Welcome to Multinet Design. In the continuation of our essay design tutorial that we are working on, which is an excellent tutorial. So in the last episode we were able to do things. This is the ground floor plan, this is the first floor plan. So this is how we work on most of those things. So arrangement of these are in place. So most of the editing you need to do, you can just clip and flip. So things like that you need to work on, because design is all about progressive development. So whatsoever you do, you're actually going to continue to evolve. So what we do next is that we want to work on the 3D aspects. So what do I mean by that? I want to get the concept right. So look at the 3D of the stair that we did that time. How do we get that? So the inbox, the section box is what we toggle. If you toggle the section box, everything is come back again. But if you don't did it again, just let it be like that, because we are still not going back there. So if you want to see, just toggle this place, the box will come out. You'll be able to manipulate the box and drag and manipulate around. So if you are new to that kind of something in Revit, it's more easy like this. So you do it in a simple way that you know that it cannot affect your design. So whatever you do here, just a graphics representation, so to fill and bring out the details of anything that you want to see in 3D. So that is the part of Revit that is more likable and enjoyable. So our focus here today is to bring the whole 3D concept idea out. So what I mean by that is that I will start developing the upper floor, so the last one. So before I go there, so I will go to elevation, which is the first floor elevation, and create another elevation, because I only have 2 levels here. So I'm going to have the 3rd level on this one. So wherever the 3rd level will be, it's going to be here. So I will rename it. So level 3 is going to be what I will call, because here is level 4. So I'm going to do that and just change the 4 to 3. So yes, so that's what you do for that. So you click the similar again. This time around, let it be like something upper, and you create it like that. So it's there already. So this one is going to be level 4, because I've already changed the initial one to level 3. So you actually do that. So that is it. That is the level. Now what do you need to do now is to create what is upper. But before we create what is the upper, because upper is just like upper floor is just like a playground to deck, part of it are going to be roof, and the remaining part is going to be something like a decking where children can play, where you can go up there and see what is going on in the whole environment. So that's how the concept of that will be. So but before then, we need to set the staircase that will transit people from the first floor to the 2nd floor. So what we do is that we click on the same staircase that we have done before. So just click like this and say create similar. So take you to the mode and click like this. So we are not going to use this same curve something, because it's not going to require curve. What we want to do here is to mix up the stair part together. So first we do here is that we do the parts. So from here, when they climb here, we come to this place, they move from here. So I'm going to measure the distance like 1 meter. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do, and then from here they will take off. So it's going to be easy. And now actually I may not entirely use the whole 1 meter to do that, but I will just do something that's going to be more reasonable for everyone to feel. So click here and look at the distance that you are working on. So here I'm going to do offset, and I'm going to say 900. Just let's use 900. Okay, that's where the 900 is. So offset again, which is 50 for the spacing. So the last one now is do offset of 900. So if it's more than that, then you delete the last line, which is not going to be needed. So I'm going to do that. Yes, so the last line is not needed. So what I do, I will trim all. So I've trimmed that. So I will remove this boundary. This is no more in use for me. So I have this one in place. So what does it I need to do now is to creating the riser. So I start the riser from the from outside, because this is from here where at the decking point, that's where you start from. So use your foot stand, which is 300, offset it 300 to create what? To create the foot part. Sorry for the overline. Why now you're doing this? So as you have it like that, I think you can now just like the landing, you need to measure the landing. So 700 is 700 reasonable part to work with. So just look at this and remove the thick line so that you'll be able to use the whole space for yourself. So I'm done with this now, which is 800 the landing space. So 800 the landing space is manageable, is okay, but you can as well reduce this one to BRS minimum, but I will not advise you to reduce it, just leave it that way. So you have created how many now? You've created the landing part. Now what you need to do is to mirror this one. If you mirror this, so you have the mirror effects. Good. So mirror that now. So delete, I think two lines are here joining together. You delete that, you draw the, then connect it together. So you've created 16 riser, that is what it means. So what do you need now is click on boundary and join these first together, because you need to complete the boundary perfectly. So the riser is completed and everything is intact. So what do you need to do? You climb from here and you land here. So this place is going to be for reasonable movements for everyone who want to navigate and move to the upper floor. So as you've done this one, if you click finish now, it's going to give you an error. So because you have never analyzed the part, how is it going to go? So you select the part here, click here, continue, fix it. So the part has been systematically outlined. So you click finish. So as you click finish now, it's telling you that this is the arrow point. So what do? You click finish again, and the whole thing is in order. So click here. What do you have? So it's still monolithic. So what does it mean is that from here you climb. The moment you come here, from here, when you come here, you climb from here and you go up. So when you go up there, so everything you have up there is going to be yours and be doing whatever you want to do at the upper floor. So as you have that in the upper floor, you now go to that level 3. That is where we are going to work. So what you need to do now is to click on underlay. So level 2 is going to be our references. So from the level 2, when we create the references, this part is not going to be something that will go off forever. So the only part we need is that we need to deck some parts, at the same time use the other parts to analyze how the whole decking will be. So what I mean is this front side is going to be for a decking side. The remaining side we are going to use what? We are going to do a roofing for them. So but within that roofing, we need to have the housing where this one is going to land. So how do we do that? The concept of this is different. So what do? We're going to create first, let us create a slab that will accommodate what we have done. So you click here and say architectural slab. So architectural slab, now you click from here. So because you are landing here, so that is what we want to do. Because we are landing there, we're going to specify our landing position. So it's going to be here. Then just create around like this and remove this space out. Align this to this. Good. So what do? We use the same line to finish the references point. So here I'm starting the line from here. Remember, the design is still in progress, so we're going to do that from here. It's going to get here. So I'm going to fix that in position. So let's say we are here. Then from here is where our slab will be, because we are not going to deck all. So let's say we align this to this, and we align this to this. So this is how the whole house is going to be for now. So people can walk here and move around. So that is what we actually going to have for the decking space. So it's only this place is going to be, because that is where we climb and we come here. We move from here to the building of the house, inside the decking and things like that. So when you click finish, so the deck part is set. So but we are not done, because we are still having some little concept to work on. So go to the upper floor, stay in this floor, and then you need to create, because of this is going to be like a mini block work that is going to be set up here. So click on the wall, then you start building that in position. So click here, So remember, you are putting things on the decking, so you select that and let it close. So from here to select this. Actually, I just want it to be like you landed in the house and you walk out from there, you use the whole remaining space as an opening. So that is the concept of what we are designing. So it's not going to take a lot of things like that. So we have this in place, so you can adjust this one and move it close. If there's nothing they do here, you're not going to house in anything, it's not going to house any bedroom, just only to house the stair, or so that the stair will not be just automatically open everywhere. So we have this, so you can click on door, and from door you bring door here, because you need to pass through the entrance to get it. So you front on door here, the door is here already. So that is what we have, 3 meter and things like that. So what else do we need to do? You go to the upper floor, level 4. At the level 4 now, underlay, you are going to select underlay, which is level 3. So what do you have there? That is the position. So this one, what just this one need to do is to carry all the form accessibility, so that we have its own directive. So as an architect, you can't just improvise things that will work well. How will I do on this one? I just want to create something that will not go to look like, okay, I just brought out things and it's still like that. So what did I do? I will go to my side view, which is west or east. Let me go to west. I think I have west in control for now, so save this one up. So I just want to design things that we're not going to be. So this is how you create a concept for things you are working on. So what do? You go to Revit, extrusion, facial, whatsoever the kind of design you are doing is all your choice. So just let's just use extrusion for that particular one. So I'm going to use the plane references, which is, I'm going to select that and I'm going to use this, say level 4, say okay. So this level now, what I may need to do, I'm going to create so I'll just drag this down. You get it now. So actually this one too is going to be slopey, but it's not going to be feasible because of the water aspect. So how am I doing it? I want it to fall to the back. So that is what I have. So it's slopey, but it's not that feasible. So I click finish. So you go to south elevation, and the south elevation, that is where we are going to get our extension, right? So we get the extension to this position. So this is the 3D confirmation of what we are doing. So you can decide to align the doors, the walls to the roof. So you just click here and say align, attach everything, just attach it. Let it take the shape of what is needed. So you can go to 3D here and select this last part and you say align. Now my bad is here. I need to mirror this. This is not the direction it's supposed to face, so attach this to this. So that is the mistake, so we're going to correct that one now. So click here and go back to west. So it's supposed to face this manner. So what do you do? So edit profile. So you just click here and say mirror. So mirror without copy, that's what you should do. So select and look around, and the midpoint, just select the midpoint and say mirror it. So this is what it does for you. So if you click finish, it will match successfully. So that is it. So you can just like adjust. It's not going to affect any much. So it's the roof attachment is there, perfect, and you do the manipulation on your own. So when you look back on the 3D, you see this is the way I want it to face, and it has faced the place. So that is this for that. So now you need to build the bridges concerning this place, and everything will be developed together. So how do we do that? Go back to the level 3. At the level 3 now, what you just need to select your roof and let the roof flow down. So how do you do that? Click on this roof, concept of the roof is just the roof, normal roof flat. So select all this in place. Good. Then you finish it here. So check your offset. The if 1000 is too much, just let's use the 600 that we normally use to. So you select 600 here. So delete this, select everything and define slope, remove it. Only this slope is needed, so click that and change the slope to 6. So when you click that and check whether it will say no, don't attach. Now go to 3D and see it. The concept is there, so now it's flow. So what are we doing? So we've gotten this one right, so we need to just block these surroundings and have it in place. So I'm going to do something here that is more funny. So how do I do that? I'm going to create the from the floor. I'm going to click on wall and I will say the same wall, but this time around I'm not going to use the same height. So I'm going to use 2000 as my wall, as the height of my wall. So clicking on 2000 now, I will use rectangular. So I'm going to cover the whole side. Good. So I will delete this only external parts. The remaining one we adjust it in the future purpose. So this one they're going to be left like that. So go to 3D and see it. So now you have the cover. So as you have this cover now, the concept I've never gotten it right. So the next concept I want to do is to create the, because there's going to be cover up for some of these positions. So this one is going to have its own position highlighted. So like a canopy, things like that is going to be here. So what am I doing? I will just go to south elevation. From the south elevation I can adjust to my taste, So now I will copy this. I just have to have 3, one at this side, copy, then the second one at this side, copy. So I have it now. I will extend this one and I will extend this one. So one is going to be more higher than the other. Why this one they will come down? Are you getting it now? They are going to come down, not necessarily the same height. Why this one is a little bit going to go up, because it's going to be the height of all. So I will just let it be below and I will let this one be under it. So go back to check the concept of the 3D, and this is the concept we are talking about. So this time around I will edit this. Go to the side where you have it. So I'm going to remove this bevel one, so I don't need them. So click finish. So that one is gone. The same thing here, edit, I don't need it, so it's gone. Fine. So the two are all gone. So I just need to cover the whole front. So the aspect of this is being tortured and being touched. So this is what I have as a concept. So after this one, what do I need to do? I need to introduce something that will be perfect upon this complete building. So before I will now set my camera and test how the thing will look at on the 3D before we move on to the elevation development. So our concept here coming out little by little. So this one is part of the process. So you can click here and say edit. When you come back to level 3, so you remove the parts that the wall has cut off with. So all these parts are the part of wall. So you remove the wall. So here you select and you say no slope. Delete this and break it into 2. Then filter it to your taste. So this is what you've done, and don't attach. I have it now in place. So I check around and I will see that my system are coming up little after the other. So this is it. Now let me quickly check something on the camera to see that okay, the system are actually doing this thing that I want them to do. Good. So select that. Good. So the part of height is now available. Good. So what I need to do is to bring this and carry the concrete point to this one so that everything will be set be useful. So I'm still going to use the same thing concerning that. So I'm going to use the roof. Click on the roof, go to site elevation and copy. So these are the elements for whatsoever you want to work on. Just drop it below. So what we'll do now is edit this and change the roof, duplicate it and change it to something else. Depends on you. So duplicate that again. The thickness, I'm going to change the thickness to something like 350. That will be bigger. So I'm changing the tiles, so that is material, so that I have different look of material. So I'm going to use roofing tiles like this one. So just use and say okay. So just let us use that one. If it's not okay later, we change it. So it have it now. Good. So when you go back to this, what do you see? So you see the bogus aspect of it, that thing has come out. So this is the concept of design. So you can just check it on the shaded part and see that the sunsets are coming out one after the other. So in the next episode, we are going to start developing the elevation by engaging ourselves to more of the detailing and filling. So at this level, this is what we have for now, and this is the beautiful aspect of what we have done. And we'll continue to develop this to suit the act of greatness in what in this.